Well, hey everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm Jack, this is Raw Tropical Living, and I would like to thank you for coming and watching the video today. Another spectacular day here in South Alabama, and I'm pretty much, I know I say this every morning, but I'm into my routine now. Long walk, about 2 jars of watermelon juice, and now I'm ready to get the day going. I got a new shirt here. I'm really pleased with this one. I've been doing the vegan stuff for a while, but I haven't had any raw vegan. I've been working on some designs, had some designers working on them, and this is the first one I like. Got some more to come, but I will drop a link below for this one, Raw Vegan Fruit Lover. Anyhow, today I want to talk about a raw food diet, gourmet, cooked, and balanced. I do videos every day, so if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button now. Then click on the little bell and be sure and click send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. YouTube unsubscribes people a lot. This one's just going to be, you know, I do videos, like I say, I do videos almost every day for a good while. And you know, if I watch some of my videos, or somebody will make a comment, and I'll go back and watch a video from 6 months ago, or I'll go back and watch a video from a few weeks ago. And, you know, if you just watched one of those videos, or if you just watched one or two, you might say, well, he kind of contradicts himself here or here. But so just kind of a big picture on my views. That's all this channel is I don't set myself up as some sort of expert. I'm not here preaching the word, telling you you need to do this and you need to do that. This is just stuff that I do and observations I've made on this diet. The raw food diet, and it's a great way to live. Listen, I feel my absolute best when I am eating a low-fat version of a raw food diet. Now, when I say low-fat means a lot of different things to different people. You know, for the 80-10-10ers, which that's a good number to play around with, whether you actually follow the 80-10-10 program or not, is I think, you know, 10 to 15% is a good range for me. And I don't, you know, I would say over the course of a year I go through periods where I'm higher fat, and then I go through other periods where I'm uber low fat, and then I kind of go through periods where I'm trying to do that now, is be a little bit more balanced with it and not just go, okay, for a while I do like very low fat, and then for another while I'll add higher fat. But I would say across the course of the year I try to keep it between 10 and 15%. Because when you start going up, and listen, I know that's why I've got gourmet in there, and cooked food too. I'll tell you how all that's going to fit together. The gourmet, yeah, I've done videos, and I'm not anti-gourmet, but the gourmet has its place. It just seems there's so many people in everything in life, and this is just human nature, that are all or nothing. You know, and maybe some people are, if you've got that addictive personality, or, oh, I can't eat one bite of gourmet or whatever. Or sometimes it's just a little bit, people that are a little bit obsessive with it. For me, gourmet has its place. And I do some recipes. That's what I was thinking. Like sometimes I'll talk about low fat, or my philosophy or my thoughts on fat, and people will go to a recipe and they'll be like, but look at how much fat there was in there. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not eating those. And that's why I tell you, don't be a foodie. Don't be a foodie. Foodies get fat. I don't know. I got friends in all walks of life. It's not just in this raw food thing. And I'm talking about affluent, successful, some of the beautiful people in some of the rich places, and they're foodies. And I watch them. They gain 5 to 7 to 8 pounds every year. And over the course of time, and you know, that lifestyle, you know, it adds up. The gourmet has its place, but I always know, I'm sorry, and there can be an exception. There's somebody that's got some hormone issue or thyroid or whatever, but when I see people talking about they're gaining weight on a raw food diet, I just got to believe 9 out of 10 of them, there's too much fat in there. There's too much fat, and there's too much processed food. I just know my body, and I know how the body works enough to where if I'm having to work this hard all the time, when I'm fully raw, when I'm fully raw, especially this time of year, I'm having to eat, think about it, don't miss a meal, make sure, did you get your calories in today, just to keep my weight on. So, yeah, I'm just not buying that about, and then people like to bring in this weird alchemy, like, well, it's because of this mixed with this and the chemistry, the compound. I'm like, no, 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 there's something you're not telling people. There's too much fat in there. And that's what happens with that gourmet. And then let me segue into the cooked food. That's what happens, and that's why people gain weight. You should not gain weight on a raw food diet. I'm sorry. I don't care how you slice it or dice it or what kind of science you try to spin out there. You shouldn't gain weight. And that's where, when the people get obsessed with, I must be raw at all costs, I've watched it. I've watched some of those obsessed, I must be raw at all costs, gain weight, or have not necessarily bad health issues, like, you know, something that's is dangerous to your health or could cause, you know, not like illness, but more like skin issues or whatever. It's as simple as that. It's because they will eat whatever just to stay on the raw label. Whereas cooked, the other night I had, you know, I didn't have enough, what was it I was missing in the house? I don't even remember. I cooked, like, I steamed 5 sweet potatoes and had some greens or something with that. Now, I'm not a fully raw vegan, and I don't get to be in the club, and I'm not that high up in the hierarchy because I can't sit here and preach I'm 100% raw. But I will tell you this, I will put my sweet potatoes and collard greens and corn up against these fatty, chemical-laden, processed raw food recipes that people are making. And like I say, once again, you make your own decisions, but know what you're in this thing for. You know, if you're not getting what you want, then just by default, you need to change something up. So if you're happy with everything, how it's going on your raw food diet, on the way you eat, whether you eat cooked or whether you don't change a thing. In fact, I'm not, like I say, this is just my observations. I'm not telling anybody to change anything, but reality is reality. And that's what I haven't said that one in a while. Reality doesn't care about your feelings. Reality doesn't care about your circumstances. Reality doesn't care about where you live. Reality is reality is reality is reality. And it's as simple as that. Now, the reason I have balance in there is, like, for me, it's just, that's why I'm happy all the time, because I'm not so uptight about this food situation. But it works for me. It works for me. I know my body very well. I know my body. I always know, kind of by my digestion, by my energy level, by the weight I'm carrying at the time, and I just know. I know that I know. And for me, it works, and it works from a mental aspect and just emotional and mental balance. That's why, even though I can act a little crazy one time, I think I'm one of the more emotionally and mentally balanced people that do the raw food thing, because I just don't take it all that seriously. I don't take myself all that seriously. So I don't mind that. There's a nice balance there. And that's one thing, like, a lot of times when I have, like, sweet potatoes or something around and I decide, okay, yeah, I'm going to eat sweet potatoes tonight. Well, they're for one or two reasons. Sometimes I'm like, all right, I just need to let the dogs out tonight and get some major calories in, and sweet potatoes when I need to, like, bang out some calories. That's a good way to do it. But also, I make that decision. A lot of times I've got something in the kitchen and I'm wanting something, you know, more savory, or I need to get some more calories, and I'm like, okay, I've got some pumpkin seeds in there. I've got sesame seeds, I've got this, I've got some cashew in there, or I've got this. I could make something that's higher fat, and I wouldn't eat cooked, but it would be much higher fat. So that's, you know, I'm always just trying to make the cleanest, most efficient choices possible. And yeah, I guess that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If you can get something out of all that, I hope you can. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you again tomorrow. And go get a monkey shirt. Fear the monkey. Love the monkey. Eat fruit with the monkey. See you guys. Peace.